Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to our Friday night live stream. Yeah, it used to be Thursdays, I know, but it's now Fridays here for OpenTTD Series 12, and it's a special Friday night because it's the first in a trilogy of OpenTTD live streams over today and the next few days. So, what do you mean, good morning this morning? Oh yeah, okay, it's not morning for me, but Kevin knows that I actually had a nap. I had a nap before the live stream. Oh, I was so tired. I've been away with the family for the day, and it was tiring, and travelling, and driving, and young children, and all that sort of hassle, and not hassle's the wrong word, commotion. Anyway, I'm back, and we're up and ready to go, and yeah, we're going to have some OpenTTD tonight. So tonight is the normal Season 12 format. You can see the two victims up here. We've got Jamal and Larl who are joining us for tonight's live stream, and we'll say hello to them in just a second. And we'll have a train whistle. Go on then, Thomas. Oh, by the way, tonight there are no children sleeping in the house. So we can do all-night train whistles, as long as I don't do them so loud we annoy the neighbours. So here we go. Fantastic. There we go as a first train whistle of the night. And what else have we got going on? Oh, yeah, so then tomorrow we have an OpenTTD viewers game. Now, if you want to know when that's going to be and how to take part in that sort of good stuff, it's all listed on Discord and it's listed in the information of the scheduled stream on YouTube. And then same for Sunday, right? We've got two. Now, the Saturday one, tomorrow, okay, that one is vanilla. We're going to do as vanilla settings as possible. And actually, in some ways, that's going to make it more interesting. Because even when we do default on the channel, there's still a few settings I normally always change. We're not going to change them. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. And then Sunday, as long as I don't crash the server, we're going to do my absolute overload, which is the opposite, basically. It's pretty much every mod that I could shove into OpenTTD. So we've got some good stuff coming up. So yes, we'll get into the rest of the newsy bits and tell you everything else that's going on in addition to what we've just talked about. And then we'll get the gameplay going. But I hope you are doing well. Welcome to your Friday night. Naps are underrated. I try and get myself in a situation where I do not need them. If I can get it right and get enough sleep, then I do not nap. However, there is a Starship launch that might happen tonight, and I do like to watch them after after the streams. So it might be that I don't get any sleep tonight. So we'll have to see about that. And we got a question: do you have a cup of coffee? Cup of evening coffee? I don't drink coffee, but what I do drink is I have Wraith, and I haven't finished my Wraith for tonight yet. I've still got about a third of a bottle, so I'm working my way through that. I can't remember what flavour that is, but it is nice. Oh, yeah, of course, affiliate thingy, the thing that pops up. And you have Poppets. I've got some bad news, Kevin. I'm down to my last pack of Poppets, I think. We're going to have to retrieve them from the fridge. Although, I am travelling next week, and some people have requested Poppets, so I might have to go on a Poppet run on Monday. What do you guys think? Maybe we need a help ticket log. Hellish get more Poppets. Yes, there we go. Does Wraith contain caffeine? Yes, Wraith is a caffeine drink. It has caffeine and vitamins, and it's zero sugar and some stuff. Is it right for everyone? I don't know. It's up to you to decide whether it's right for you. But there you go. It looks like you're off to Home Bargains. There's actually two places that do it. It's Home Bargains and another one. But yes, I might be nipping there. Back up another question. We missed one. There was the coffee one, but then there was another one. Where is it? I can't remember. It wasn't a question. Eatmaster says, Hellish, I think it's something obsessing about RC cars. You know what? I think I could get into RC cars quite easily. When we was planning a LAN party, and I nearly went and bought like 5 relatively cheap RC cars just to race them around this abandoned office that we'd rented out. But in the end, it was one of the ideas that didn't quite make the list, and we did other things instead, but it was quite good. Time to update the subscriber thing in the background. I will do that at the end of the news. We'll do that in the news. We've talked a lot about the things that are in the news, but let's just go down the rest of the list. Last videos. We've got the OpenTTD Grommeting Challenge. That video is performing channel average, so you guys seem to like that. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out, because if lots of people do like that, we'll do like either a part 2 or an extra hard mode or something like that. I feel like the Grommeting Challenge has a set of rules, but there's a couple more rules we could add, and that makes it extra hard mode. And then we've got a video where it only arose to me when I posted it on Facebook that the thumbnail might be slightly misleading, right? Because the thumbnail just says better, but the title is what I wanted to say. So the thumbnail and title thumbnail and title together is the message I was trying to convey. The problem is when I posted it on Facebook, I accidentally did a post and didn't have the title name in it, and there's a bunch of people saying, "Oh, it's not better. It's not a better game." And I was like, "Oh no, my goodness, they don't understand what I was trying to say." So there we go. That was my bad. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. Grommeting Challenge was kind of fun and different. It was, and it's silly, and I like silly. What else is going on? Right. Well, throughout the live stream, we're going to right. So normally you guys, we have the monthly giveaway, which you can go to portal.masterhellish.net to take part in. It's a giant bundle on GOG. We've got that, so we still have that. But normally I give you a chance to have a bonus live giveaway. Well, we're going to have a live giveaway anyway, whether we do a bonus one or not. So I'm going to start a giveaway right now. The giveaway is going to be for how about a Wildlife Adventures? It's a PC Steam code. So we'll start that giveaway now. However, if you guys want to unlock an extra giveaway, and I'll have to have a look in what's in my goodie bag, but it might be Open Loco. I mean, it might be Locomotion, it might be Microlandia, or it might be Rail Estate. I'll have to have a look, see what codes I've got left. But you guys will spin the wheel. Should we spin the wheel to find out what you guys have to do to unlock that extra live stream tonight? Okay, let's have a look at that. And whilst that's going round, I'll get the retro counter sorted out. There we are, everybody. I have problems trying to find out where the 8 was. I found the 8. The 8 is there. So thank you very much, everybody, following along. Don't forget, of course, if you're not subscribed now, feel free to get subscribed. So yes, Kevin was like, instant. No, you didn't get instant. We got what was it? It was Viewer Plus subscribers, right? So we need 5 brand new Viewer Plus subscribers tonight, or gift subs on the Viewer Plus. We get that target, we'll do a giveaway for one of those games out my goodie bag. Right, so that's giveaways and video news, and of course news about the upcoming viewers games. I am going to Rotterdam next week. If you want to follow that trip, I will be posting pictures and videos and stuff in I think it's a thread in a general channel we've got up and running already. And we've updated the retro counter. We've already shouted out my Wraith affiliate, but let's go crazy and shout out the GOG affiliate as well. If you want to pick up Locomotion so you can play Open Loco, you can use my affiliate link there. And of course, don't forget to like the stream. Yay, there we go. Right, let's jump into OpenTTD, introduce our guests, and have a look at what's going to be going on. So hello tonight to Larl and Jamal the Pizza Guy.
Hello.
There we go. Hello. Welcome back, you two. I say welcome back because you've both been on before in season 12, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Now, I think last time you were on, Jamal, I asked you if you were a pizza guy, and you said no. And we went down a bit of a spiral about where everybody in their username is not what they're saying they really are, which I thought was an interesting conversation. Hopefully we'll have some more interesting conversations tonight with various different things that's going on. But like this live stream says, I'm going to concentrate on some Metro. Why don't each of you let us introduce yourselves? Let us know how long you've been playing OpenTTD. Do you have any particular play styles? And what do you intend on doing tonight? Jamal, how long have you been playing the game?
Well, I played Transport Tycoon a long time ago and picked up OpenTTD. I don't know, half a year ago after I ran into you on YouTube. YouTube just spat your videos at me, and I watched it, and I was like, oh, I could play that again. So, yeah, I've been playing ever since. Good fun.
Fantastic. Are you going to join in Metro Madness, or do you have your own little project planned?
Well, I want to upgrade my last system, the vac tube that I built last time I was here.
So
I
was
see
that the one carrying goods from oil?
Yes.
And we turned it into a bi-directional route at some point. I think we actually, the background at the moment of where we are, I think is actually quite close to it. So I'll just scroll over. Yeah, here it is on the back in the background. This is the other end. Now, originally, it just went to one of these towns nearby, but I moved the station so it was in range of an oil refinery, and we made it bi-directional. So if you want to work on that, that sounds interesting.
Absolutely.
Larl, how long have you been playing? Are you relatively new, or have you been playing it since the original?
Yeah, I've been playing since I'm not Transport Tycoon, but Transport Tycoon Deluxe, and then I played with TTD Patch and early OpenTTD, and then got back into it about 3 or 4 years ago after seeing some of your videos again, which reminded me about such an excellent game.
It's strange, really, how flexible and how it appeals to so many people. And I thought it was super ultra mega niche, right? I thought that's what OpenTTD would be, but it turns out that a lot of people that are kind of around the fringes of interests also like it. So people that are just into retro games, people that are into just train games, people that are into maybe just isometric games. There's a lot of different sort of scope, and there's a lot of people that really quite like it. So that's fantastic. Okay, well, I think we're ready to actually unpause. We do have I think it was Never Seen by Day asked for a train whistle, so we'll do that now. And then we've got a question in chat, and we'll unpause and get going. Here we go. Fantastic. There's another whistle. Have you ever played the JGR-PP, the patch pack? No, because, and it's not a spoiler, but one day I want to do a reaction video to it. Kind of like, oh, I'm playing this version that I've never played before. How does it feel? After like 22 plus years of one game, how does the fork feel? The mega fork. Actually, I think me just holding a giant fork on the thumbnail has to be it. I think that has to be it for the video. There's actually been a few videos recently where I've been either holding an object or I think there was one where I had an auctioneer's gavel, and the background and me and everything is all 100% original, but the gavel in my hand was actually fake. It's not there. It's not an object I own. So I've been trying to see if I can make better stuff myself and pushing my boundaries and using different tools and seeing what we can come up with. I've realized I'm still terrible at thumbnails, but I'm going to do better. But the idea is that one day I will try it, and I want to incorporate that into a video as kind of a, hey, look, I gave it a go. But then also I want to do like an informational video about it, because a lot of people get confused between the two different versions and things like that. Confirmed. Master Hellish, not a court judge. That is true. Yes, you've caught me. So there we go. I think, yeah, so I haven't yet, and I plan to at some point, and you can expect some content. With the current counter of the number of subscribers we've got, I thought it'd be a nice video to do for 50,000. So maybe we do that. Right. I'm going to press the button. There's one button pressed there. The last thing to explain is that in the bottom left-hand corner, we have a kind of like a spy window. And that spy window automatically scrolls to new trains, new stations and new depots that any of the three of us create. However, it's had an update. My voice, hang on. Obviously was singing too much last night at the wedding. Yeah. Was OpenLoco also via GOG? You can't find it. No, Locomotion is on GOG. OpenLoco is on the OpenLoco website, but you need the original files. And we got a Twitch chat. A first live stream. Really enjoy the content. Really helped with OpenTTD games. Well, glad I helped you out. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the script. So if we have a look, the extremely handsome developer that creates this script has created now some parameters. So in addition to the client ID that we get to scroll around, we now have a cooldown on the number of days before it starts scrolling around. Because it used to scroll every single day and would bounce around the screen like crazy. So now it defaults to every 5 days, and you can change that. And you can also choose whether it scrolls on stations, depots, and vehicles. Now, if for some weird reason this is useful for you, you can go and get the auto viewport scroller. It's not in the game, but it is on the GitHub. I think that's it. So that's the last. We're on. It's up. We're rolling. We're going for it. So before I actually start the main construction, I will just show everybody what we're talking about the Mega Metro. There's a junction down here, and this started off as a relatively small metro network that was connecting up to deliver people to this airport. And then we had another half of the metro network, which kind of starts down here and then connects up to this airport down here. Now, this airport is Steerpint City Airport, which I thought was a pretty appropriate name considering that's the name we called the city. And we just want to keep expanding it and making it as mega as it can. Now, as well as the passenger side of it, there's actually a oil and goods side. We've got oil being transported by metro trains, strangely, and then converted into goods, and they are being carried away. Strawberry Fox says rail estate is currently 20% off until the 30th of July. Wow, that's pretty good. Well, remember, folks, if we get 5 Viewer Plus subscribers or gift subs throughout the live stream, we will do that extra giveaway, and that might be real estate as well. You never know. I haven't had a chance to look in my goodie bag yet and see what I've got available. So, the question for me now is that does this station need an upgrade? Because this station there's been picking up the passengers, but it's also where we're dropping the goods off. However, it looks like it's all right. I think we might be able to leave it, although this station now needs another metro train because it just, like, the last one pulled away and the next one isn't in yet. By the way, folks, something that I've started doing is posting video performance for the first 24 hours in a thread on the forum, on the Discord forum, right? So if that's something that interests you, you should go and check it out. And the one that I posted recently for the locomotion video is so different on the scale that you can barely see the kind of line that is normally there that shows you the average for the channel. There we are. The camera scrolled. Somebody's creating more stuff. Are you? Is it Larl? Are you working on a line already?
I am, but that doesn't look like mine.
So is that one of Jamal's new trains?
Yep, I'm replacing the trains. They're 4 times as fast and they've twice the capacity.
What? Hang on a second.
They're stupid fast.
Let's have a look. So this is the Marfin Way on Sea Woods train line thing. We've got a couple of Woods train. Hang on, is it? Yeah, I think it is. So it looks like there's
863 is
grouping them by shared orders might help. There we go. So it looks like you've got 31 trains, goods trains, right? And none of them are making any money, but they're all in depots, I think.
They're all new. I had to replace them because they weren't long enough.
What do you mean?
Not good enough.
All right. Whoa! I just saw one shoot by. How
I love
fast does
vac
that go?
tubes.
They come out of here at 61 kilometers an hour, and I don't think it's even going to get up to speed before it hits the station because it almost did. Of course, there's another plane crash. There's always plane crashes. But then, yeah, it comes out of there, and it doesn't accelerate massively fast, does it? But its top speed of 4,000 kilometers an hour is going to make this journey most of the way across the world pretty short, I think. I'm also
Turns
checking.
the people inside into dust.
Well, luckily,
That's how fast it is.
it's doing good, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, moving good dust apparently.
I just like to see how quickly it decelerates. It goes from 4,000 kilometers an hour down to barely moving. Yep, there we go. And now we've just stopped in the station.
That can't be healthy.
And it made 4 million.
Must have Star Trek style inertial dampers.
You must have Star Trek. Look, this one's going to make 4 million as well. Look, 4.1 million. Every time one of those trains goes around the loop, it makes 4.1 million. And on top of that, it does it in both directions because it's a bi-directional setup now. We've gone past the 100 billion mark in company funds. The operating profit graph took a massive tank.
Oh yes, but
Can you see that? That's ridiculous.
Be patient.
Well, no,
Christ.
I think it goes to show. Let me just reset the size of this window. It goes to show how much those particular trains were adding to the profits, right? Because you
I took a
take them off
screenshot
the network,
beforehand.
and it goes down quite a good bit. Oh, you know what? We haven't got a poll going on YouTube tonight, so let's put one going. So we'll do our normal train crash tonight. You know what? We always do train crash tonight. Shall we say where the Starship flies tonight? We won't know until later on, but I want to know what you guys think. Starship goes up tonight. There we are. Why not? Just as something different. There we go. Oh, we got a question. Question regarding Steam games. Is there a general Hellish affiliate link we can use for any or all games, or is it just discounted now in July regardless? Right. So my affiliates, there is no Steam affiliate system for me. Well, I don't know if there is for anybody, to be honest. But I looked into it at some point. I can't remember what the result was, but basically answer for me is no. So whether it doesn't exist or I don't qualify, don't know what it is, but no Steam affiliate. I only have GOG affiliate. Now, the developers are fantastic people, and I've been chatting with them, and it's them that have given me the prizes to give away for Rail Estate. But there we go. Any questions, let me know. I'll see if I can answer them. So I'm sat on this screen here a little bit because I want to see if this jumps back up again, but we're going to have to wait a little bit. So I'm pretty sure it will. Now, the question is, are the other VAC trains upgraded? Can we upgrade them? What's going on? So on the Mega Loop, have we got a station that only the Mega Loop trains visit and like no other trains go to? I think we have, and I think it's over here. Yeah, there we go. So if I look at the train list, you can see we've got 37 trains going in one direction and 38 trains going around in the other direction. Which, that already triggers me. I don't like that.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, unacceptable. Oh, that's a good point, actually. While we were talking about scripts, OpenTTD scripts and scripts news, there is a channel on my Discord, right? And we have like our own little mini modding channel for OpenTTD. Let's see if I can find it. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're a mod or not. You can go and have a look. And as a general rule, what we try and do is start a thread for each individual thing that we're working on. And there's some new things recently. So the one that I showed you at the beginning of tonight's stream, the auto viewport scroller, That is now gone out as V1, version 1. I'm calling it like that's done now, and it's been published to the GitHub, so it's available for download with all of those parameters and stuff. In addition to that, I've also released Vehicle Spammer, which is a horrible script that you should never use in any actual game of OpenTTD. However, if you want to do some stress testing, and you need to be able to clone thousands of vehicles, Vehicle Spammer will do that. That's what Vehicle Spammer is for. It essentially goes around a company finding vehicles in depots and cloning them. So you can go and set up a bunch of train depots, a bunch of airports, put a vehicle in each one, and then it will turn it from a few vehicles in a few depots to thousands of vehicles very quickly. And there's others in there. One of my favorites is the arbitrary points allocator script. It is very hard. You know what? I'm going to actually sort these vehicles out rather than just complaining about them. So I'm going to send them not send to servicing, send to depot. I'm going to go around and upgrade the vac tube trains first. Then we're going to carry on with the metro. Evening, Kurt. What have you missed? We did the introductions. We did the hellos, how do you do's, and the news. I told everybody about the 2 OpenTTD viewers games. One tomorrow, one Sunday. Check out the stuff on Discord and scheduled on YouTube for more information. A few other little bits and bobs, and we got started with tonight's guests, Jamal and Larl. And Kurt wants a train whistle. Go on then, here we go. There we are, train whistle. So these will all be going to the depot now. I've got to go around and find them in the depots. I hate that I have to go around and find them in the depots. You know what I should do? Actually, I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to tell them to go to a particular depot by modifying the orders, because they're shared orders. So I'm going to tell them to go, and hopefully they'll forget about it. We'll come back to that. Right. I'm going to pin that on the screen. Good. Let's do some metro. Where's the metro? Here's the metro. So we've got a lot of ships bringing stuff in for the metro. I don't think we need to expand that much further. But let's check. Are they coping with the throughput? I think so. There is a bunch of oil there. Wait, it says reserved for loading, because stuff doesn't instantly go from platform to train. It takes time, right?
Not with vac trains.
Well, it takes time to transfer it on, onto the train, and it depends on the statistics of the vehicles and wagons, right? Kevin says if you want to do some metro, Subway Builder is on Steam sale. Maybe you're playing the wrong game. I mean, you can actually do metro on OpenLoco. Did I miss your question? Okay, sorry, you have a question? Oh, all right, here we go. I used the guide by the awesome YouTuber Master Hellish to add new giraffes to a scenario, but when you attempt to start playing it, it cannot be unpaused. Any ideas? It cannot be unpaused?
That's weird.
I mean, a game script has the power to pause a game. And if it does, I don't think the player can unpause it. Did you pause it in the scenario editor? If you're running it as a multiplayer game or something, maybe. Not sure. You know what? Not heard of that. Maybe post it in the OpenTTD help channel on my Discord, and see if maybe with some screenshots and stuff, and let us know. Maybe we can, as a community, we can have a look at it. But yeah, this side of the metro seems to be coping okay. That's fine. This side of the metro seems to be all right now. We might actually need another platform. We need another platform. I'll fix that first. Kevin B says, "Oh, Mini Metro is cheaper and has 30% off." You know what? I do like Mini Metro. It is at the moment my go-to game on my Steam Deck. It's my go-to game. Like when I pick up my Steam Deck, that's what I'm doing. I'm playing Mini Metro. Nope, that's not what I want. Let's get a signal on the end of the platform, otherwise we're going to cause problems. There we go. In general, when you've got a loading station, you need 3 platforms. The idea then is you can have one train loading, one train leaving, and one train arriving at all times at a bare minimum. So there we go. It could be waiting for multiple people to join. Like the that is an epic shout. Yes, I had that problem. So what was it? Yeah, it could be if it got set up as a server at some point, it might be paused waiting for a number of people to play. And there was another one that I had a problem with as well, where when it was paused in the scenario, the automatic... So yeah, if you're... Right, okay, hang on. Just checking. We're one sub away from having to change the retro counter. I didn't realise we were so close. Fantastic.
Again.
Fantastic. So what happened on the viewer server that we've got, and all the stuff is to take part is in the Discord, is that if you set up a game on your computer and you pause it manually, save it, and then upload it to a server that normally unpauses based on a number of players, the based on the number of players thing doesn't unpause the manual pause which is inside the save. So you have to unpause it, save very quickly, and then the server will automatically repause it if there's not enough people. So if you are running that as a server and you've got it paused and you're expecting the game to unpause it automatically, it will not work because the reason for pause is different. Yes. So, just a reminder, folks, we are we're doing a thing tonight where if we get 5 or more Viewer Plus subscribers, either brand new Viewer Plus subscribers or Viewer Plus gift subs over the course of the live stream, we're going to do an extra giveaway. We've got a giveaway going on at the moment, so feel free to take part in that over at portal.masterhellish.net. Right then, now I've checked a few things, I've fixed a few things. I'm going to just double check. Yeah, I've got some of these vehicles that are stuck in depot, so I need to get them out. So we'll get back to those vacuum tube trains in a moment. Let's check in on the operating profit. Oh, yes. The rebound. And that's even with me messing up some of the vacuum tubes. Yeah. Franderman says, how many subs has the channel got now? I've just seen the sub message in the bottom corner. Yeah. The thing is, those sub messages could be queued. And oh, we did it. Yeah, 46,900. We're gonna have to pause briefly to go and change the number again. I only just changed this. There we go. Ah, dropped him. There we go. No, that's not right. I'm losing my mind. There we go. We went down to 6 instead of 9 because it's the same character. There we are. The Open Loco video has been an epic winner. Good job, Hellish. Yeah, I meant to look at the retention on that because the views tell you how interested people are on watching it, how many people clicked on it based on like seeing the title and thumbnail. But if retention just drops off a cliff, you know that you made something that looks good, but nobody wants to watch. But retention stats don't come out straight away. So whilst we're here, should we have a quick look? And I can tell you what it is. Let's see, that's live. Also, by the way, I made 2 versions of the thumbnail where the arrow pointed in one direction for one version of the thumbnail and the arrow pointed in the other direction for the other version of the thumbnail. And it was 52% to the right. Okay, let's have a look. Video performance. Oh, wow. Okay. I haven't got time to like screen cap this and put it on screen and stuff, but I'll tell you. So usually there's a massive drop straight away, which is normal on a video. That massive drop, more than 66% of people are still watching on that massive drop right after the massive drop, which is really good. And then it goes down throughout the video, which is again normal. And then there's another massive drop right at the end where people realize, oh, this is the end of the video, I'm going to click off now. Right before that massive drop, it's still above 33%, which again is good. So average retention across the video is 42%, which is that's a good video. I will do my best to keep making brilliant videos. Right. So, yeah, profit has gone up significantly. It was somewhere in the region of 402 million, and then it got changed. We got vacuum tube trains being converted, so it went down, and it's now jumped up to around 46 million. You've managed to add over 40 million to the profits just by changing the vehicle type. Right, now, let's see what's going on here. Why are all these vehicles making terrible money? Is it because I sent them all to the depot? Yes, it is. Right, so what we're going to do is these are shared orders for one set of vehicles. We're going to fix that and go back to the metro. I keep getting distracted. Well, we're going to have a counter of how many times I get distracted from the metro. So all of these trains are in a depot here. They need to be running. Instead of doing that, I think I should just do a replace. I don't see why not. Hopefully some viewers get interested in helping with the Open Loco development. That would be nice, because Open Loco is good, but there's still some kind of quality of life things I think need to be overcome before I'm going to turn around and be like, oh yeah, you should definitely give that game a go. It's fantastic. Right. Yeah, what have I done here with all these trains? I've messed it up. Right, let's do a replace vehicles. Now, is it safe for me to just come in here and go replace all of these vehicles and it should be fine? I'm not sure it will be. Also, we've got a load of vehicles in the list that have been replaced and are just left over, so I'm going to get rid of them. Thanks for the tip regarding the scenario question. Put it on Discord later. Yeah. If it's scenario for a multiplayer server, I bet it's because you saved it whilst it was paused and it needs to be unsaved. Right, so it looks like we've got Swiss Metro, which actually isn't a metro train. And then we've got
doing the metro network, are we?
There's the cargo. So I'm not sure which one to switch this one for.
Oh yeah, Swiss Metro is a vacuum tube train, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a vacuum tube passenger service.
The Chimera.
It looks like what's the top speed of this one? No, that's not it. Which one's the silly fast one?
The Chimera.
The Chimera, yes.
Yeah.
And the maximum reliability is almost identical. So I think we should just do a like-for-like replacement of that and hope that everything will be fine. Yeah, I cringe when I watch the track construction mechanism. Yeah. If it was more intuitive, not necessarily saying like OpenTTD could get... The thing is that there are some things about the track delay mechanism which makes it easy, but you don't know that it's there. One of them is being able to hold a button down so it continuously places track until you let go of the button. I'd like to be able to go backwards again easily as well. I think it just needs some more shortcuts and a few tooltips. What is that prototype that's just been created? The reliability isn't great. Speed isn't great. Who just created... Oh, it's gone. Come on, you two. Which one of you two was that?
I'm messing around with trains.
I think it was Jamal, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm just building track at the moment.
Okay. Right, I'll get the Swiss Metro upgraded. Then there's the Ulster. What are we using that for? There's only 15 of them. I presume that's just a variant of the passenger service. Yeah, it is. Well, let's get that one changed as well. There we go. Right. I need to remember to pick up some poppets for. I think some people on the Rotterdam trip want poppets, but
Yes,
I can only
please.
bring so many. Sorry.
Yes, please.
Poppets. So yeah, is there anybody here that wants to let people know that they're going to also be on that trip.
Who? What?
If anybody is also going to be on the Rotterdam trip and they want to say it publicly, they can do, is what I'm saying to chat and everybody. There you are. The Rotterdam trip, Kevin, next week. I think Kevin's already said that they're going. I think it was Kevin that offered to supply me with stroopwafels.
Good man.
By the border. Why do you need so many poppets, sir? It's like, I could say, it's how I'm fueled. I've got video evidence. Right. I think I fixed the other VAX service. So between the two of us, we've got the all the VAX sorted out. So hopefully that operating profit will jump up even. Oh my goodness, it jumped up even more.
Oh, the auto renew on some of the VAX trains doesn't work because the train is too long.
Oh, we need to do the take the wagon. We need wagon thingy. Hang on a second. I'll fix that. Oh, remove waggle on train upgrade is on. Ah, that's not great. Oh, I'm saying it wrong. Oh no. No, I'm not sure I can read that. I need somebody to teach me properly. The only thing is that I'm going to be arriving in Rotterdam by myself, and unfortunately, I can only speak English and a small amount of Gujarati, which is no good for visiting Rotterdam. Now, if I thought I'd be visiting somewhere like Rotterdam on a regular basis, I'd learn a bit, but I'm going to have to get by hoping that everybody I bump into at every like service counter and all this sort of thing is able to speak English. So
I don't think you'll need to worry about that at all.
I know, but as a British person who hasn't really travelled a lot in their lives, it's something. The thing is, right, when you're in a country and a lot of the countries around you, the second or third language is the same, i.e. English, or it depends where in the world you are, but in Europe, like usually most countries' second or third language is English, right? I think that's a correct thing to say. I could be wrong, but I think it's correct. Now, what happens? What do you do? How do you decide what to do when you are English? It's like, now which one do I choose? Because there's no kind of strong contender for what's next in the list, because it's all different. It's not like you're going to France. I'm going through France. I have stepped up. Right, okay. Mini tangent. Well, here we go. It's tangent time. I think I have told this story before once, but for me, it's a nice memory. But I have actually stepped foot on French soil before. And it was when I was traveling to Belgium with a friend, and we went to a LAN party in Belgium. Going there, fine. On the way back, the French Border Patrol was like, they wanted to look around the car and that, and they indicated to us to open the back. So we popped the button. At this point, they were not talking to us; they were just walking around the vehicles and stuff. So they were like, lift your stuff up. And when we opened the back of the car for them, and they lifted it up, you see the look on their faces when it was just the trunk or the boot of the car was just completely full of various different pieces of computer equipment. And they were like, what are these guys doing crossing the border with a car full of computer equipment? You could see the look on their faces, and they came to speak to us. And of course, they spoke to us in French. And neither myself or my friend spoke French because we wasn't planning on visiting France. We were passing through. And in the end, we had to try and explain what a LAN party was to French Border Patrol, and that we'd gone through 4 countries to play computer games. I think that's right. Is it 4? It might it might actually be 3 countries. But it was just a weird encounter. And so we were invited to step out the vehicle to talk about what was. So that's the only time I've stepped foot, as in put my foot down on the French soil, because I had to get out the car and go. Because when you're going by car on the Eurotunnel thing, You don't get out the car. You stay in the car. You drive up to the terminal in your car. You go down. You get on the train in your car. And then you drive off in your car. Unless you want to stop at the services, which we did on the English side, going out, you don't actually have to get out. So I had to get out the car with my friend and go have a look. And we did a similar trip with Bingus, and he nearly killed me. So, well done, Bingus. Thanks for that. That's a completely different story, and it wasn't his fault. So either the French Border Patrol, so did either of the French Border Patrol understand English? Yeah, so me and my friend, we had no chance at all at trying to speak any French. So we did our best to explain using clear language. And I think they picked up enough of the English to be able to then wave us on the way. Either they understood what we were talking about or they gave up and was like, just go. Just go. Yeah, go on. Fine. Whatever. I don't care if you're smuggling stuff. We just had enough of this conversation. Get out of here.
That's the secret.
Yeah, that might be the secret. So there we go. Oh, hang on. Right, Kevin says it's strew like in rope. Rope. Yeah, now rope is spoken differently in different parts of the UK. So I'm staying strew, but he says it's rope. So stroop, like soup.
Stroopwafel.
Rope. Oh, I'm saying stroop, aren't I? Well, how do you spell it? Because I might.
Stroopwafel.
Yeah, well, that's the thing to see. You got to remember, right? Whenever I hear somebody say it, it's usually somebody around here. So I'm picking it up from other people that haven't got a clue as well. Right. We've got distracted again. Let's check that operating profit. It's looking pretty strong. It's on its way up. And I think those... is somebody checking out those conversions? Because there were the train length problem, or was that something that isn't being looked
not
at yet?
the moment, no.
Okay. So I don't get the notifications about those sorts of things failing because I turned off a lot of the notifications.
Very wise.
Oh, now WeW says I've got to say it with a V. Oh, is the V in there? Have I just been doing it completely wrong? Chat saying French Border Patrol surrendered.
That's no V. Stroopwafel.
That's a V for an English person, though.
Wafel.
Powerful. Anyway, I've been offered to have some.
Oh yeah, there are complaints that the trains are too long.
Where haven't you? Hang on a minute. Let's see how the replacement is actually going along. Let's have a look.
1079 has just complained.
Ah, right. Okay. Brilliant. Thank you. I'll have a look at that. 1079. Oh my goodness, so many trains. Why have we got so many ridiculous trains? 107679. There it is. Oh, it's one of the goods ones. That's why. So the goods train's made up as a different bunch of... Oh, I didn't do that. That wasn't my fault. Which one of you two am I blaming? Let me double check, actually. I might have done that one. Which one is that? Let's have a look. It is... Oh, yeah, I did do that one. Yeah, I did do that one. Right, what I'll do for now... See, wagon removal's on. It should work. I'll do stop replacing. We'll just let all the other ones go. Yeah. Hellish, we'll have to say it properly, otherwise we'll not get in. Is that the test you have to pass? Pass to get in. Yeah. Right, well, something I also wanted to know, I can't remember where it is, right? But just because number of subscribers currently go up, right? What are we at now? I don't know. Okay. Oh no, we did pass. We did pass, and I did update the counter. It's fine. I'm not crazy. Oh, it's the test to actually get them? Oh no, I'm going to end up very hungry then. Right, how are we looking here? Okay, so this is now working. Now I've added an extra train or two, and we've added an extra platform. That's perfectly fine. Over here, we're still coping. Any of these oil industries overflowing? I bet they are. The way to tell if they're overflowing is they've got no ships at them. Yeah, that one there, look. That one needs another ship. Should always have at least one ship at all times. Loading. But that one, look, no ships there. So we'll just clone one. Hold control when you clone it for shared orders. How much have we been spending on infrastructure? Probably a good chunk, but I wouldn't expect it to be a very big percent. Anyone's having issues accessing the interaction portal? Shouldn't do. It's working for me. There we go. Just checking chat. We're looking good. Finish my drink. So now we need some extensions, I think. Or what we also need to check is these airports. This is where we're dropping all the passengers off. It looks like we're starting to get some aircraft circling. And that's an indication that we're at like max throughput, right? So although having said that, oh look, there's a new train out that we're not going to try. There is only one aircraft circling. So having one or two circling isn't that bad. It's when you start getting a few groups of them. How many different aircraft have we got going around here? So that's trains. Aircraft. Oh, only 33 on... Oh, cool. 3 different lines. So we've got 2 different groups of aircraft going to Steerpike City. Oh, one of them's doing passengers and one of them's doing mail. If you hold shift and control, it puts little icons on the screen. This is a relatively new feature. Look at this. This is one that I think most people won't know. So on Windows, if you hold shift and control, it adds it adds the little icons that show you what cargo the vehicles are carrying. Even if it's multiple cargoes and even if it's grouped and things like that. So we've got dedicated mail ones. The passenger ones will be just normal fits, so it'll be a little bit of mail. So if we have a look at the airport, we can see we've got no mail waiting and we've got loads of passengers. We can add some to the passenger one. So I can clone this one that's at 9. It's now swapped down here. I think we'll make that 15. And I don't know what the other one is that's 14, but we'll make that 15 as well. There we go. So we've got a few more aircraft. Kevin DeBee was like, I did not know that. Yeah, there we go. 56% of people right now think Starship's going to fly tonight. My understanding is that if Starship flies tonight and doesn't have any problems, they're planning on making the next one be a tower catch for the ship, which they've never done before. Yeah. Twitch says, I mispronounced grid for years because everyone in Sweden pronounced it like grade. Yeah. The thing is that even within the UK, we pronounce things differently. My wife and her family are from one part of the country originally, and I'm from a different part, right? North-South divide and all that sort of thing. So our kids tend to flip-flop between the different ways we pronounce different things, like grass and grass, bath and bath. And it's always a little bit of a fight between me and my wife to get the kids to say it the way that we say it.
The proper way.
Yeah, the proper way. The way it's meant to be done. Okay. So far, I've done lots of really good things to this network. We've had some really good conversations, but I've done absolutely no new metro lines. I'm thinking, what if we have a metro link between the 2 airports in addition to the metro links that are connecting the airports to the various different towns? I think that's a good idea. You sent a train whistle request, but it looks like the alert doesn't seem to pop up. Oh, Striber Fox. Did we get it in the mod chat? Yeah. Okay. Well, I see that you sent a train whistle, Striber Fox, okay, in the moderator logs. If it didn't pop up on stream, it's because I'm stuck in drawing mode, I think. There it is. It's not the channel, it's me. I'm a nana for not being in the right scene. Okay, let's get a train whistle going. Fantastic. Yes, I deliberately disabled the oh, hang on a second. I've messed up everything on my other screen now. There we go. I deliberately disabled the pop-ups while we're in drawing mode, because while we're in drawing mode, we're likely to be focusing on something I'm doing, so we don't have that. No, thank you very much, whichever moderator that was. Anyway, I think a mega metro between the two things would be a good idea. The only problem is that we've got a problem with station spread. I don't know how big these stations are, but what's the max spread we've got? Okay, game options. Spread is 15 tiles. There it is, look. Station spread, 15 tiles. So, let's have a measure. Well, it's already 15 in that direction. So I have to put the metro line in along here, which means in Steerpipe City, we're going to have to like blow up all this stuff to get the line in. And they'll only let me go that far. Oh no. How long's that? 13. How long are what's the maximum train length? No, it's not 64. You could angle the stations at 90 degrees, the current setup, and it should fit. Yeah, we're going to do something a bit like this. I can see lots of trains coming out of depots. 12. So what's this again? This is 13. I could put a bridge here to get over that. I don't think I'd be able to do anything else. How's the long metro doing? Should we go and have a quick look at the long metro? I think it was named after Jackamak. So I don't remember exactly where it is, but it's somewhere in this part of the world. There it is. So there we are. Mighty Joe has entered the current giveaway that we've got going on at the moment. Remember, folks, if we get to 5 viewer plus subscribers, then we'll Hellish messed up this stream one. Oh, that's the first mess up. Okay, then we'll do an extra giveaway. Or actually, we'll also do an extra giveaway if anyone purchases Lifetime Viewer Plus. Right, these two metro trains are going backwards and forwards. We're only just coping with the throughput. We've just ticked over from one period to the next, so they're both on the negative at the moment. But they're making just under 800,000 each period. Oh, here we go. I had to get on my laptop to get the portal to work. That sounds like some sort of cached issue. If I was you, I would go into developer mode with, I think it's F12, depending on your browser. And then the refresh button, if you right-click it, it gives you an extra option to clear cache and reload. That might fix it. But if it's working on a different device, and it was working on that device before, then it sounds like a cached issue or something. Can only have the length in the airport mode. Where's the metro gone? Metro's got no. Oh, there's the wrong end of the metro. Is that the metro? No, that's not the metro. That's a different network. I was just talking about how I'm learning my way around this world. Control F5 also does a clear cache. I don't know if it does the full one that happens when you're in F12 mode. Because when you're in F12, you can do normal reload, hard reload, and then empty cache and hard reload. And you say Control F5. Yeah, I don't know. There is no shortcut for empty cache and hard reload in Chrome, according to the tooltip. But that's how I do it anyway, if I need to make sure that I'm definitely clearing something out. So I want to make this 12 length, but we can't blow up these buildings because Steerpipe City won't let us. Should we try and bribe them and then we can actually get out without crossing the railway line? Local authority. Bribe. Oh, that didn't work. Oh no! I won't even be able to add the station now. Tell you what we'll do. we'll leave this and we'll go and do the other end first. Let's see. Where's the other end of the metro network? It is this bit up here, right? No.
What happened
Here.
with the replacement?
Oh my
of the
goodness.
factory?
How am I going to get a station in here? That's impossible. Okay, so that is the maximum length in that direction. Oh, hang on a second. There is a little bit of room over here. In theory, I could build a line there. Is that the maximum spread? Yeah. But then this metro's in the way. Although, if we delete a bit of river and city, I could just move the station. Trees? Yeah, but now I've been found out by the regional investigator, trees won't do the job. Well, it forces a reload, ignoring local cache like incognito mode, apparently. Okay. Don't forget the tram drop-off. Oh, is the tram part of the same station? We can move the tram drop-off. That's okay. I can put the tram drop-off on the other side. Won't be able to build spread. Won't be able to be stationed past the end of the airport at Steerpark City because of station spread. I thought I measured that, Fran the man. Oh, I see what you're saying. So I can go. Oh, fiddlesticks. Yeah, I won't be able to go this way past the end. So to get 12 length in, I'm going to have to do something with this other building. Oh no, what do I do? I really want to try and get a 12 length metro in. It is supposed to be a mega metro. Oh, I've lost my YouTube screen. Huh. I've lost my preview of the live stream and the statistics and so forth. Okay, hang a second. I'll bring that back. Everything will be fine. There we go. Yeah. You could shorten my current stations. I could. No, I can't move. Well, I might be able to move it. Actually, let's have a look. Oh, right. So what I could do is I could build it down this side. Right, so there's length 11. And then what I could probably do is move this platform next to it. That's what we're doing. So I'm going to rebuild this station on a corner. And then everything might be fine. What is it, 4? 4x4? 4x5? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4x4. Okay, I'll make sure that that's joined by holding control. We call it spread station, right? But in the game... Oh my goodness. The town hate me. In the game, they call it join station on the menu, right? It says join station. But then it says build a... I think people are quite happy to call it spread station. So, if I redo this station here, we'll be alright. And then we'll do something very similar on the other side. Here we go. So, you know what I should have put in the poll? My question is, who's going to be coming to tomorrow's event? Who's going to be coming to tomorrow's live stream? Surely some of you might be, eh?
I would love to, but I don't think I can justify it at home. Because of the time.
It is afternoon.
Yeah.
Which can make it tricky.
Actually, I've got D&D in the afternoon, so that's not happening.
Oh no. This corner isn't going how I wanted it to.
Oh.
Yeah, I won't be able to do Sunday for a similar reason, but I should be able to do tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be the more easygoing one. I think. Sundays may be a little bit more volatile. You love how the Metro mess is causing a headache? Yes, it is. I think what we're going to have to do is have a bridge or two. So let's move this one out. We might also need a bit of kink. Actually, can I make that a tunnel? No, I can't. It has to be a bridge. I don't think Metro really cares too much about whether it's got a bridge or not. Going to be some sharp corners here. I don't like that.
I mean, it's comparatively low speed and high acceleration, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Oh, I've just realised I can move the bridge back by one. Like, it can start here. Which then dekinks some of the stuff. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, I think that will work for a metro. If it was like a high-speed rail line, then it's probably not going to be very optimal, but I'm sure these metro trains will be fine. There we go, as more aeroplanes crash. So I've moved the metro, I've just bent it round this corner, which is a terrible thing to do, you mustn't do that. And then I'm going to, instead of doing what Kevin DeB did and just delete a joined station, I'm going to come in here and use the remove station tool.
Not naming any names.
Yeah, there we go. Now, I can get my 12 length station in with my metro line to go out. I mean, if the local authority like me, which they don't, I think they hate me. Yeah, they hate me, but we'll get around that. Hey, Gamebreaker Zero, welcome to the stream. Now I have a double turn. Yes. Why are you building it around a corner? You could still have kept it in the same orientation. You're right. Because it's 4x4. I thought this platform length was longer, right? So I was working with a space of 4, but it turns out it's also just 4. I'm a complete nana. But because it's metro, that'll be fine. Okay, I've managed to do one end. The local authority hate me, but I've managed to get it in. And what I'm going to do, before I do anything else, is I'm going to purchase some of the land there. Yeah, alright, I'll let you say that was a mess up. Let's see, where are we? We are down here. So before the game goes and plonks some sort of industry in the way, I am going to just purchase some of the land here.
That would be just like it, wouldn't it?
There we go. Job's good. Space planes. Yes, there are planes. No, oh my goodness. Need to fit station in place. Yes. Oh no, the town's growing and building over where I want it to be. Right, we're going to do the same sort of thing here. Also, I've noticed that the aircraft are now starting to pile up a little bit. Yeah. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is move the tram stop. So the tram stop's here, and it looks like there's only one of them that's connected. Yes. So tramway construction. We add the new one first, which I will add in here. Oh no, it's too spread out because of this station. Oh, right. Well, no, that's fine. I can put this tram stop in this corner, and then that will probably maybe be fine. I need the station to go invisible though to see what I'm doing. There we go. Right. Tram come round here. Connect up to existing tram network. There we go. Then remove the other station. So tram station remove. Point. There we go. Right. See, it's fine. Wait, if you have 2 4x4 stations back to back, so it's 8 before, you can change it. Oh, no, I'm not messing around with that, so I'm quite happy with how it is. To save difficult building, make use of the small gap at the tram stop. We could also put a tram stop in this gap here. Oh no, wait, is that part of the airport or not? I can't remember. Is it possible to do that? No, it's not possible to place it in there. Right. What I wanted to do was move this metro station so it was just straight in here, and then put mine on the end. You mean we'll build where the depot is? I don't. No, because that gives us, that makes the station spread go further out that way, and I don't want that to happen. I want to get as much station spread as possible. Like I'm using this line here as one side of the station. Hang on a second. Then you don't have to rebuild the 4x4? Really? Oh, you're saying put the metro line on that side. Is that what you're saying? You're saying put the metro line in here. I would have to dig out some of those buildings, but it might be possible. We'll give it a go. The metro. Right, making room for metro. There goes that. I'm going to purchase the land. Now we have to blow up some stuff.
Oh no.
The local authority refused to allow me to do any more. So we have... Oh, one of them's a fire station as well. So we have a fire station, a giant block of flats. There's like 4 buildings in the way. I don't think I'm going to manage to do it. Should we go down to Steerpipe City now and see if they will let me build stuff?
Who's bribing?
No comment.
Too
Yes.
many bribes. Oh, the local authorities still hate me. What if I throw some trees down?
Oh, hellish.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, you messed up the trains, the VAC trains on the outer loop.
Oh no, what did I do? Oh, they're a different length now, are they?
No, it's not that. It's well, no, they were just like 8 locomotives stuck to each other because when they was built, there wasn't any passenger cars yet.
Yeah.
And now they've been replaced, and it's still just 8 like 10 locomotives stuck to each other.
Without
and
passengers.
they only carry 100 people.
Oh, so even though they're faster and they're making slightly more money, it's terrible. You know what? My bad. I'll fix it, and I will show the viewers a really cool way of doing it.
I've been doing the same with the feeder lines to the outer loop.
Okay.
I didn't notice the outer loop had the same problem.
There's some depots here. These are feeder depots. These aren't proper depots. What we're going to do is we're going to say for this train, right, we're going to go in the order loop and we're going to say after you've gone to Panford, so after Panford, we highlight the one beneath. I want you to go to this depot, and then at the depot, where is the option? Go to depot. Have I got the depot selected? Yeah, go to depot and select stop. So what that's going to do is going to send every single vehicle on that shared orders list into that depot and just stop it in that depot. Which means I don't then have to go around all the different depots on the loop, finding the vehicles and deleting them. Because they're just going to be in one depot. And I'll do the same with these ones. So this time, before Panford, we go to this depot and we stop. And we'll come back in a bit and they'll all have stopped nicely in those 2 depots.
It's the lazy man solution.
It's not lazy. It is.
Which makes you the smart man.
Yeah, it's not very often I'm the smart guy, to be honest. Although, having said that, I do seem to have a bit of a tendency of overlooking the simple solution because my brain is just going crazy at all the possible weird and wonderful ways that a solution can be solved. That is a thing that I have. I think it's something that the wife helps with quite a bit. Why don't you just do that? And I'd be like, oh yeah, that would be just easier. Right, should we continue to try and blow stuff up down here? Okay, they let me get rid of one building. If they let me dig through the fire station, we might be on for a winner. I mean, I don't want to have to dig through a fire station, but I'm
Seem kind of necessary.
Yeah. There we go. Local authorities still hate me. Somebody in chat said company statute. Company statute doesn't help with your local authority rating, right? So there's two different sorts of ratings in the game. There's the local authority rating, which is what the local authority think about you. And then there's your station ratings, which is how good you are at moving that particular cargo at that particular station. Now, you build a statue of a company owner in the local authority window, but it doesn't affect your local authority rating. What it does, it affects the station ratings within the area of influence of the local authority, right? So you get a 10%, a flat 10% boost to your station ratings by having a statue of a company owner. If you've got plenty of money in the bank account, I can't think of one single reason why you shouldn't have a statue of a company owner. I think it's just money. It's just a fire station. Yeah, I know, right? Actually, that reminds me, in my Workers and Resources live stream that we were doing on Monday night, we haven't got a fire station or police yet. So we might have to do that on Monday night. And we are streaming Monday night. I know I'm travelling on Tuesday to go to Rotterdam, but we are still going to stream Monday night. Yes, let's do it.
Oh, no.
It might be a slightly shorter stream. So we might stream for 2 hours instead of 3 or 4 hours. But we'll still have a good stream. These guys still think I'm very poor, even after putting a load of trees down. So I'm bribing them again. And now I can get the metro in. There we are. Right, so we have a metro station on one end. We can add our signals. I'll do the other end, connect them up, and then we... Oh, God, what if it doesn't make any money? That'd be so bad.
It's not the point, is it?
I need to fit this station, please. I mean, it seems like it's fitting. Heatwave number 4 then when going to Rotterdam. I hope not. I don't like the heat. I haven't actually checked whether my hotel has air conditioning. I remember when we had the record temperatures of 40, 42 degrees in the UK. I think it was 3 years ago now, and the railway trains had to run at 60 mile an hour on the main line because they were like worried about the tracks. And in the run-up to that, I cancelled my hotel because it didn't have aircon, and I purchased another hotel room which was much posher with better amenities and aircon, but it was further out of London for the same price, because obviously you pay for the convenience of being near the train station, or you pay for the amenities and like that. Anyway, that's that story. Right, let's see what we can get in here. No, fire station won't go. But that block of flats went. Oh, we're going to have to dig through... I might have to move the tram station back to where it was. Oh, no.
No.
Well, that's fine. It's just I don't want the metro trains to go... Can you have metro over road that has tram track? Because that's two different mods intersecting. Let's find out.
Yeah, but trams are baseline, kind of, aren't they?
No, trams aren't base.
I mean, there's baseline support for them, even though there's not actually any baseline trams.
Yeah, this is something that's confusing. Like, there is a button for tram infrastructure, but by default, it's empty in OpenTTD. That's one of the things I pointed out in my OpenLoco video. Remove the road and put a bridge in for the tram. I just put the tram stop back on the other side. Oh, Squally wants a train whistle. Go on then, let's have train whistle. There we go, train whistle. And the train whistles are going to come back to the new Hellish store, which I'm hoping to launch soonish. Basically, I'm waiting for some samples to be made of a new item. And when I get the samples and give like the go-ahead that we'll have that new item on the store, I'll photograph the samples, put them on the store, and then we'll make the store. We'll announce the store live to everyone. What you use tram track that is currently there as. Oh, hang on a minute. What I mean is use the tram track that is currently there. Currently is as the metro line. I'm not following what Kevin's saying. I've lost all track. What does the local authority think of us? Medium. Oh, we haven't got a statue here? Okay, well, let's bribe them and see what we get. No, nothing. Okay, we got up to good. The fire station's gone. We're now medium again. There we go. I think I've managed to get all of the stuff out of there. I'm going to move the tram station back to where it was. Or at least close to where it was. Because then we can just put metro over the road, I think. There we go. Thomas wants a train whistle. Are you guys going crazy for train whistles tonight? There we go. Oh, that's right. You can't have metro level crossings either.
And in Rotterdam, woo!
That's the funny thing is that I've gone to Rotterdam. This will be my second visit to Rotterdam. Some people have said, why don't you go somewhere different? I was like, well, I didn't get to see everything that I wanted to see in Rotterdam in the first place last time I went. And also, I'm going for a burger. And then people just kind of glaze over and think I'm weird. And then, like, what else would I see in you know, over that part of the world? And then a lot of people are always like, oh, you should go to Amsterdam. And then all the locals go, nah, don't bother with that.
No. Exactly.
All the locals go, yeah, you don't need to bother with going there. It's just tourists. I was like, well,
Disgusting.
I am a tourist. There we go. Right, we're now actually building the tracks now we've got these in. Hang on a minute. I think I've got the polarity of the signals wrong, but it's fine. I'll figure it out later. You think? Kevin is actually in charge of the itinerary, I believe. What I've done this time for this particular trip, I've basically just said, for the most part, I'll let the locals plan it. It's like, I'm coming, you guys plan it, I don't care. Not I don't care, but you know what I mean. We'll let the locals, they know what places to go. The one thing that I've said is that on this occasion, I'm not going to go on a boat. Because last time I went to Rotterdam, I went on a boat, and I was feeling weird for two hours afterwards. Never had that before in my life.
That's not fun.
Now, if I was going for a week, I'd be like, yeah, we'll do it, because I'll probably be fine, right? And even if I'm not, I'll have a break for a bit, and then I'll probably be alright again, like last time. However, I'm not going for a week, I'm going for 1 day. So because I'm not there for very long, I don't want to spend a significant portion of the trip there regaining any sort of balance I might have lost.
Fair.
Yeah. There we are. Yeah. Kevin's just given a rough outline of what we're doing. We're going to Euromast, down to the old port, then we've got a private visit, and then Mini World, and there'll be obviously meals and bits in between. Oh, I don't know which way to go.
Oh, yes.
I've lost my line. Oh, there it is. Oh, yes?
The profit of the goods line doubled.
What is
And it was
Oh.
already the most profitable one by far.
Okay, so the operating profit doesn't look massively impressive at the moment, but that's only because we've gone on so far now that you can't really see what it was like before. So it was down, I believe, somewhere in the top 300, 400 mark, and it just peaked at 500 million a period.
Well, I took screenshots.
Oh well, yeah, you got screenshots, and also
when we
there's
got
the same
started.
games. Yeah.
The goods line made 378 million per period.
Chat said, "Are you going to abseil from the Euromast?" And there are no plans to do that.
Ooh. And now it's doubled, 752 million.
One thing I haven't done is decided what I'm going to do about breakfast.
Kapsalon.
What?
Get a capsulon.
What's that?
No, it's not breakfast food, but it's Rotterdam food though. It's all the bad stuff in a bowl, and you eat it. It's great.
All right. Okay. I can't remember exactly what we're doing about lunch, but if I remember, I had a Oh, hang on. I will check for a good breakfast place, Master Hellish. The thing is, right, breakfast, I don't want to go to a really nice breakfast place. I want to go to a fast, reliable, I know what I'm getting because I've eaten there before sort of breakfast place, right? And the reason for that is my timings are very short in the morning. It'll be very short from me getting up, getting ready, having breakfast, and then be ready to where I need to be to join the other people in the party, right? When I'm in those sorts of situations, I'm much more likely just to go for well-known fast food chains and things. And then when I'm more leisurely and I've got the time and the pacing, that's where I then go to local places. So we're going, if I'm correct, we're going for a local place for lunch and we'll go to a local place for dinner. It might be a local chain, I'm not 100% sure. Just double checking, seeing if I've got any of those messages that are coming through are important. Yeah, they are important, but they're not time sensitive, so I'll come back to them later. Right, this is going okay, but I need to get past this vacuum tube. I think I'm going to go straight until I can then just do one big massive diagonal and go. Oh, I can't go diagonally over the vac. Oh, this is annoying. Also, the vacuum tube tree goes up in height, and I won't be able to dig through this hillside very much. Breakfast at IKEA. I've never eaten at IKEA. I visited IKEA like maybe once or twice in my life, and I've never eaten.
Actually, quite decent.
Hang on. Kevin says lunch will be likely big. If I remember correctly, I had a quick look at the menu and I thought, ooh, there's a few things on there I might like, but I haven't decided. So when I'm talking, yeah. So shall we just recommend Hellish go to Golden Arch? Is that a thing, or is that a word for like McDonald's or something?
Definitely McDonald's.
Does sound like it. Yeah, so when I'm traveling and I'm like going between stations and I haven't got much time, I tend to go to like Subways, Burger Kings, McDonald's and things like that. But if I've got time, I will sit down in the storefront of the local whatever. That's the difference. Can I get past this antenna? No.
It's always
And also,
the antennas.
I don't know the lay of the land as well, right? So I need to make sure that I don't have to travel far or get lost. I didn't get lost last time I was in Rotterdam. Have you changed the outer vac trains? No, I've sent them to the depot, which means we're missing out on their profits. So the operating profit is now, it reached 507 million, and the vacuum trains on the outer network are not running. They have all been, they're all sitting in this depot now. So then I think the way that we want to do this is, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add another depot, right next to it. And the reason for that means that I can go and add a new vehicle, clone the orders, and then delete all vehicles in the other depot. So which one was it? We was having, is it the Chimera?
Yep.
And then is it the powered wagon that we're having?
Yep.
I don't know why you would have the unpowered. It doesn't make sense. Oh, it costs less to run. Alright. Power wagons. What length are these? 10 on the outer network?
I think so.
There we go. No, the stations are length 12. So it must be 12 then. I will keep clicking the button. Buy vehicle, buy vehicle, buy vehicle. 11. Oh, 11.8 apparently is the biggest we can
Ooh.
go. There's a new one coming out. The reliability is bound to be terrible.
It's just as quick as the Chimera.
Yeah, but the reliability is bound to be terrible.
Yeah.
Right. Everyone go sign up for Viewer Plus. I would, but I cannot afford it at the minute. Yeah, not everybody can is in a position to be able to support the channel in that way. If you do want to support the channel, though, there is a link that I'm putting out now. There's a support page on the website, and that support page not only lists the main ways you can support the channel, but there's a whole load of free ways you can support. Only powered cars. Yes, only powered cars. So I've built the train. I'm now going to clone the orders, get rid of the depot order, delete all the vehicles in the depot, and then clone the train a few times. We'll send it on its way. Then I'll do exactly the same thing again for this depot. So we'll go new vehicles. We'll get the vehicle. We'll add the wagons. Yeah. So, and then we'll go back to the metro. We will finally get it done. There we go. 11.8 in length. Orders. Get from there. Remove the train depot from the orders. Then we can delete all the vehicles in that depot. Clone that one a few times. Send them all on the way. And then we can check in the orders. Not on that station because it's a bit more difficult to see, I think. Where's the other station gone? I'm not sure what this station's called, but it's like the kink of the vac tube. I would like this bit to be straightened out, but there's an oil field in the way. Maybe I can go a little bit straighter and get between the two oil fields.
Past them.
There is a bridge in the way, but I might be able to blow that up. Right, what am I up to next? Passengers, yes. So we're looking at the trains now. Somehow I've managed to get 16 of each train. I think that's probably going to be fine for now. I think there was around that amount before. I really want to fix this. Yeah, I think we can do this. I just got to rely on the local authority allowing me to move that bridge. I don't know why I didn't do it like this in the first place. I don't know why I made it so kinky. There we go. Get the signals going down the line. That's so much better. I have no idea what I was playing at before. There we go. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's viewers game. I need to see if Bingus has replied about other projects and things. Okay, folks. I've just thought of something that I'm going to tell you. This is a bit of behind the scenes stuff. Also kind of news. And I would love it if I had your support. I think some people might have very different opinions, and it's something that's new, right? So I'd be interested to see what you guys, some of my most fantastic viewers, have got to say about it. But Monday, we're going to have a video. And it's going to be our first ever video with a sponsor spot. Right? An actual real life sponsor spot. Now, of course, we've got the affiliate links and things that we have for a few partners like Wraith and GOG, right? But this is an actual sponsor video. And Kevin DeBee is part of the preview team. It's like, oh wait, I still need to watch that. Yes, you do still need to watch that. The video in theory is ready to go out. The sponsor has given the go-ahead. There's green light. Are you transforming into a React channel? No. But I think if I did a React channel, I would do a pretty good one. But if you guys want to give any thoughts, then, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to take sponsors. For example, I get emails from all sorts of things. One of them was, as somebody wanted me to sell coats for dogs. I was like, well, we're not a pet channel. We're not an animal channel. I don't even have a dog. You know, I don't see the relevance. So I will never do sponsors like that. However, I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope you think, well, this is a good way for Hellish to be able to continue to bring us and do the things that he does. Yeah, Friend the Man says, and they are relevant to your content. Yes. I'm trying to think of how much I can say before Monday to A, not spoil it, and B, not stepping on any toes. But I think I'm okay to say it's a Pixels and Platforms video, and it's sponsored by the developer of the game we're looking at. Basically, chat's like, if it gives you revenue and you keep doing amazing videos, go for it. Yeah, fair enough. That's a good way of looking at it, I suppose. Mm-hmm. We are getting too many aircraft circling around these airports now. Yeah, I pushed it past the limit with the airport. So at the moment, let's have a look. We need to have a look at the aircraft and get it back a little bit. We've got 15 aircraft going between this airport and another airport that's not part of our Metrolink. So I think if we completely decommission them, that'll be fine. And I'm going to do it I'm going to do it in exactly the same way I did the other one. I'm going to change the orders. I'm just going to say, after you've gone to is it Ninwood or Hudson? This is Ninwood. After you've gone to Ninwood Airport, go to this hangar. And when you go to that hangar, just stop. There we go. And then we'll get rid of that one and get them in. You have to earn cash. I mean, yeah. I mean, I've been doing this full time now for, where are we? July. A while. in the grand scheme of the channel, not that long. But it does need to support me. It does indeed. If you don't do anything, some aircraft will crash. I know they crash if you remove the airport and they've got no airport to land at eventually, and it takes a very long time. But I'm pretty sure aircraft circling an airport waiting to land will not just crash. We've got another message in chat here. I've fallen out with a few channels where the sponsorship got in the way of the content and was something irrelevant, unethical, or scammy. But I'm confident you have higher standards than to do that. Yes. That I think is a good standpoint. Oh, Brandon's here, everybody. Brandon woke up. Brandon's here, everybody. Good morning, Brandon. I've got to connect these two pieces of track up, and I have no idea how I'm going to do it because... Oh, yeah, all right, I'm going to have a kink. I was going to try and keep it perfectly smooth, but I've just seen an opportunity to have a nice little bridge, and I've just put the wrong track type down. But I'm not going to count that as an error because, like, I immediately noticed it just had the wrong tool selected. It's a misclick sort of thing, isn't it? Can I get rid of... Oh! Okay, folks. Here's something I've just learned. You can use the remove track tool on any track type. It doesn't have to be the correct track type. So you can remove vacuum tube with the Metro tool when you're in remove mode. Yes, Hellish, you can just cross the vac tube above the tunnels. I could, but there's rivers in the way, and I don't think I want to do that. Because whoever put that in there with the vacuum obviously put the time and effort into not destroying the rivers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bridge from the height that we are, because we're already one above ground level, so I'm going to stay up and then use bridges to go across here. And then I will probably try and tunnel. There, maybe? He says trying to put tunnels in without destroying stuff too much. Is that going to be one long metro tunnel? That's probably fine. I could extend the vacuum ones. I could probably. I'm not going to. Okay, so for anybody interested in technology, engineering, spaceflight, etc., it looks like Starship is going to be flying tonight, potentially. I'm going to be watching it whilst playing games, probably on the Discord. Tim Dodd's coverage starts in 34 minutes. It may be an hour or two until it actually takes off after his coverage starts. I'm quite happy with that metro line. We might have to put some bridges in here if we start needing anything on there, but we're alright. Shame you can't make diagonal tunnels or bridges. What, like we can in locomotion? I think I'm going to keep mentioning this. Do you think we could pit the OpenTTD developers against the OpenLoco developers and start like vying them off against each other for features and seeing which one of the two projects can like add the most community requested features first? There we go. Right, something I've just realised is I've just done this railway line, but I haven't got any depots in, so I'm gonna have to do that. There's a big diagonal here, so I'll put some depots in immediately after this airport, I think. Oh, you can't do it on that tile because it's airport. And then track goes up. That's fine. So I'm going to come off the main line. We're going to go forward 4. We're going to delete 3 squares there. Going to make this come up. These are going to have to be moved around a little bit, because the idea is that we go up the height, stay at that height, then we would normally go down. So it's going to be like this. So we can have off-the-line double depots.
This is an off-the-line double depot.
Oh god, yeah. That one did quite well on on Instagram.
It lives rent-free in my head.
A double depot?
I mean, it was mostly just for fun. I wasn't trying to be very instructional. Some people took it extremely seriously, and they were like, "Oh, how can this be a depot of this description with that? Or what's the difference between this and that?" I was mostly being silly. I mean, I do kind of feel like what I said was correct, but I was mostly being silly. And then I did exactly the same thing with stations, and hardly anybody watched it in comparison. They obviously like the depots.
Double depot.
Yes. Add new giraffes to OpenLoco. That would be a big change. I think they need to fix AI before they start working on anything else. I think before they really do anything, that's the biggest job. To do the AI in OpenLoco requires a good bit of work, is my understanding, because there's just no facility to modify the AI in its current state. I believe, right? Yeah, I'll carry on with the way I was doing it. There we go. But it needs modifying. I don't think it's playable, really. Or at least playable with AI in its current form. So, right then. Signals going in here. And signals going in here. Signals before the merge. There we go. Hellish has gone non-UK signal polarity. Maybe. Right, so I've got 2 relatively well-placed depots. I think we're all right there now. So now to get the metro trains in.
Good night, Kevin.
Kevin's got to go. No, not night. See me on Wednesday. Oh yeah, see you on Wednesday. Oh, that's strange saying that to Kevin. That is. I have seen Kevin a few times before. Kevin came to Nottingham when we did our Nottingham trip. And seen in previous. What? Less than a third of people have liked the stream? That's no good at all. Right, now, which metro are we going to get? Let's have a look. It's not that one, because that one is goods. That one's goods. It's the Canary one, isn't it? 400 passengers on each one. And they don't stack unless you drag them. Very high capacity urban train that I'm doing between two completely different airports. Oh, I might have a trip to a model railway exhibition planned. But if there's any news or info about that I'm going to tell you, it will be later in the year. Oh my goodness. We did a 10 length metro before, now we've got a 12 length metro, I think. Total cargo is 4,800 passengers. Fran the Man says, looking forward to York. Yeah, York's going to be fantastic. I'm not sure how many people are coming. I'm not doing any planning on the York trip until the Rotterdam trip's finished. So it's basically go to the Rotterdam trip, enjoy that, and then come back and do York trip.
I thought you were going to say survive, but yeah, okay, enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy it, survive, definitely. Get home. I have managed to get stuck in London a few times recently, which is not good, obviously. I've had to take emergency trains to places so that I can stay the night somewhere and then get home after. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a full load order on the first airport, on the bigger airport, and use that to spread the metro out. And then we'll also find out how much money it makes and stuff. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It is coming out the depot. That is a very long metro train. How fast is it going? 104. Is that its top speed? Yes. So we've got brand new vacuum trains that are hurtling around the world at like 4,000 4,000 kilometers an hour, right? And this is going 100. It's going, am I getting the number of zeros right? 40 times slower. And Brandon says, I need to reset my sleep schedule for Wednesday. Yes, you can't come on a trip with us, Brandon, and sleep the entire time.
Is the metro train even going at 100?
I think it was, yes. Yes, I do think it was. I think it was going at 104. We'll keep an eye on the speed, and it's nearly fully loaded already. So the metro train carries over 4,000 passengers, but it goes slowly. And the vacuum tube train doesn't carry many passengers, but goes at 4,000 kilometers an hour. And then, who said something about trains? Oh, Kevin DeB says York for trains. Yes. So the York trip that we've got planned at I think it's end of September, if I remember correctly. I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head, because I'm concentrating on Rotterdam first, is going to consist, like the middle of the trip is going to consist of visiting the railway museum. That's the plan. Yes. Vac train probably does 1,000 passengers as well. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But I would like to invite you all to guess at how much money this train is going to make. Oh, Game Breaker Zero sent a gift membership. Thank you very much. Remember, if you've got a membership on the channel, or if you're Viewer Plus, there's a few bonus videos that you can watch. There is. And I also do behind the scene posts as well, so statistics and screenshots from editing and things like that. And Thomas received a gift membership. There we are. So, in thousands. So Turning says 35,000, I believe. How much is it going to make? I think it's going to not make that much money because of how ridiculously slow it is. I know it's got a lot of passengers.
67.
You're going with 67,000, are you? Is that your guess?
Yep.
I have no idea.
All right, Jamal says 67,000. Larl says, I have no idea. Brandon says 333. Fran the Man says just 30. Chaser Kid's going in with 100. Thomas says 4.7. We've got a pretty big spread. It's going at 104 kilometers an hour, right? Which, if you think about the beginning steam trains in OpenTTD, I think the second or third train in the vanilla game goes at 128. So this is going slower than one of the old steam trains. It's going a relatively direct route. Kurt says 20p. We haven't got long. It's nearly arrived.
Give or take.
Ooh. I've got to come up with my answer now. I'm going to try and not let chat influence me. Last time you checked a while ago, they could go faster. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. There's quite a few people going around the 300,000 mark. I think you're all well over on that. I think it's going to make closer to the just under 100. So I'm going to say 98. I'm saying 98,000. Even then, that might be optimistic at the speed that this train's going. Also, we'll need to add more metro trains, depending on how long it takes them to load a full set of passengers. Yeah. At this speed, it's there tomorrow. Yeah, it's taking quite some time for the train to get there. I wonder what its reliability is. Oh, it's still 70%. Oh, profit so far is minus 33,000. That's not great, is it? Oh, dear. Okay, there we go. Question is, how much is this slowing down the fill on the planes? I know, it's going to take a lot of the passengers. We'll see how it goes. Right, so we've managed to pull in. How much money is it going to make? Unloading, unloading. 352,000.
Wow.
I mean, that's no vac tube money. I think Brandon was closest without going over. I think Brandon was higher. Oh no, hang on. Oh no. Triangular said 350 right near the beginning. So I think 352. I think that's them. Yeah. Yeah, almost bang on. Well done. And then the train did actually break down as well on the way. But how are we doing in terms of loading up the extra trains? So looks like the last metro train that I created is loading up now. Which means I'm going to clone the metro because the first one hasn't got back yet. I'm going to put another 3 in. New viewer plus subscriber. Fantastic, fantastic. Stevie D's resub now for viewer plus 30 months. Thank you very much for the support. Yes. So 35k profit, not quite that. 10% profit is fine. No, it's fine. It was good. A lot of money. It's a lot of money. So yes, viewer plus. If you're relatively new around here, is kind of like my own Patreon. It's one of the main ways you can support the channel. Obviously, we've got Twitch subs, and the YouTube channel memberships, but also Viewer Plus. If you want to know more details, you can pause this screen or head over to the website. How are the planes looking? Actually, you know what? The planes are doing fine. Unless they're all just sat in the hangar. Some of them will be in the hangar because I ordered them to go to the hangar. So let's get rid of that. These ones are supposed to... Oh, these ones ended up in a different hangar, I think. I'm not sure why, but... Oh, they just haven't... They haven't stopped yet. They just haven't completed their loop. Air is struggling with mail. Yes. So now we've got the metro doing passengers, and I have kind of overdone it. We'll have to figure that out in a bit. Right, where's those vac tube trains? How are they getting on? We're going to have to try and catch them as they stop at this station because they fly across the world at 1 billion miles. Oh, there's one. Look, 128,000 just for that short journey. What do they carry? Maximum capacity. Yeah, 1,780. That's not a small train. Jokes aside, is there an actual reason for using metro train for an intercity route again? No. No. I'm pretty sure the only reason to do it would be... well, no, actually, if the cities are quite close to each other, you might. Yeah. What time do we need to be in Discord's tomorrow's viewers game? I am going to refuse to answer that question. I'm going to refuse to answer that because, in theory, it should be easy for you to find out yourself. And if it isn't, then I've done a bad job at making that information easy. So I will point you to the scheduled stream or the Discord event. And if you can't work it out, then it's my fault, my bad, we need to make it better. Right, I guess let's have a look at the operating profit and see what's happened. Oh, okay. So that went up. We've peaked up at a brand new operating profit of 549,000. No, wait, there's a K on that. 549 million. Sad face. Basically, right, okay, if you want to take part in a viewer's game, you need to be on the Discord 15 minutes before the stream. Okay. So, and that 15 minutes before the stream is not within the 15 minutes leading up to the stream, you can turn up and we'll all gather at that time. No, you need to be there 15 minutes before, ready, you know, in the channel, microphone working, headset working, you know, game ready to go, because that's where we're then starting to get everybody into the game. Having said that, microphones are not a mandatory requirement for viewers' games. As long as you've got the headphones to listen to the chat, you don't have to talk in the chat. Brandon says, I miss the old days sometimes. For what? Where we're not making billions on trains? I don't know. Right, let's check in with with our guests. We've been talking to them as we've been going, and we've been collaborating on a few bits and bobs. But we'll pick on Larl first and just say, what part of the networks have you been working on recently?
So I've built a long vac tube all the way across the map, and now I'm connecting up little metros to the ends to as feeder services.
Okay, so which metro
there
is
should be a
built?
sign.
A
There should
sign?
be signs.
Oh, let's go to the
for
sign
Larl
list.
building here.
Oh, there's quite a Larl's lumber loading. No, building. There's 2 building here signs.
Yeah, I think the first one is the end where I've built all the metro.
Okay, so there's a town here by the looks of it. Hang on a minute, up this my saving game. There we go. Right, I should be able to see it a little bit easier now. So you've got a town that looks like it has a vac tube service with potential. I'm not sure if that depot's too far away from the line for the trains to be able to. Oh no, wait, it's going the other way around. Oh my goodness, are you using semaphore signals in a vac tube?
Yes.
How on earth? What? I mean, the signals on the vac tube don't make any sense anyway.
I'm a bit colorblind. I find that the modern signals are a little bit hard to tell which way around they are.
I mean, that's fine. It's just a little bit hilarious.
It just
well.
looks a bit silly.
Yeah. Brandon says, where it was whoever appeared first on Twitch. Oh, you're talking about queuing up for viewers' games. Well, yeah, but in a community of this size, we can't really do it like that. And also, we can't have it where we start the live stream and we spend the first hour trying to get people into the game and messing around with game settings and all that sort of thing. We want people in and ready, gather up, and when we go live, we start playing. Right? I loved your mistake. I love your make the biggest city video. Do you also have a how to make the biggest money from cities video? No, I don't. We might have a tips for making profit video. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, there we go. So you've got a metro system that goes to nearby towns, brings people in. Presumably you're doing a transfer order. You've got...
Yeah, and transferring and then going down right to the other side of the map. And I've not built it. I'm going to build some metro links in on the other side as well.
What on earth are these junctions? That is creative, is the word I'm going to get
I
into.
mean, it's metro. The trains are not coming past very often. I figure the junctions don't need to be great.
Yeah, you might need signals on the end of the platform pointing inwards if you want trains to be able to go in. Oh, hang on. Oh, wait, they're two separate ones.
They're two
My
separate
bad.
platforms,
No, yeah. I did almost completely miss that. In my defense, I think I was at this level of zoom, and I might need to clean my spectacles because I think they're a bit smudgy. But if we zoom in here, just so that even the viewers can see a little bit easier, what made it more difficult is you've used the buffer stop, which I think that takes like half an extra tile in each direction. So there's a very tiny gap between the two lines. Yeah. How do you do vanilla settings? So is it basically just no GRFs? Okay, so there's no AIs, no GRFs. There might be a script, but it won't affect gameplay. And all of the advanced game options get set to default. Ah, I see. There we go. So that's an important thing to notice. And then you're taking them across the world. Well, let's have a look and see how much money some of those trains are making. Let's group them up by shared orders. Oh, are you using shared orders? No, I didn't group it by shared orders. I misclicked. You've got 4 VAC trains going across the world, and they're making 4 million a period at the moment. Pretty
none
good
of these
going.
towns are very big. That's the one problem.
For now.
Coding says on a high-speed line, they won't use signals because the speed is so high to see the signals. Vacuum goes so much faster, you won't be able to ever see the light. What you could do, though, is instead of signals just being a forward-facing bulb of a circular colour, you could make it a bar down the side of the track, so that you're like it's for like you might have to be so the light goes along the track, which gives you more time to see it. Right? That'd be interesting. That would work, right? It might the bar might have to be like
2 kilometers long.
Hang on a minute. What's the calculation in meters per second? I guess you have to just add times it by 100, right? For kilometers. No, wait. Kilometers is 1,000 meters. But that's per hour. Oh my goodness, we have to convert it. Hang on a second. Let's do the maths. And we're rounding it to 4,000. So at 4,000 kilometers per hour, we want it in how many meters per hour? So in meters per hour, to get from kilometers to meters, we have to times by 1,000. So that gets us 4 million meters per hour. Then if we want hours into minutes, we divide by 60. And then minutes into seconds, we divide by 60 again. So that still means, oh my goodness, you're going 1,100 meters a second. Which means if you want to be able to see that signal for 5 seconds, right? You're going to need a signal which is 5 kilometers long.
That's a little ludicrous.
How fast does it stop? Instantly?
Almost instantly. No, just use digital signals in the train itself. That's not nowhere near as fun as a 5 kilometer signal. Nowhere near as fun as a 5.
Stop making sense.
Stop making sense. You're not allowed to. Okay, so Larl's built this line. It looks nice. It's got some weird junctions. It's making money. It goes across the world. You've used tunnels, not bridges. In fact, I think the line that I went over is your line that you built, right?
Yeah, I think it might be.
Yeah, because it goes under those 2 rivers. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to get my watch and put it on charge. We're going to have to take a short break so I can do that. Okay, right, folks. We're going to take a short 2-minute break. I need to go and put something on charge. And then when we get back, we'll go and see what Jamal's up to. we'll see how well the things that I've built's going and see what happens next. So don't go anywhere, or maybe give yourself stretch your legs or something, get a drink, but then come back. I'll see you in 2 minutes, everybody. Quite difficult. Right, tunnel. Yeah, a tunnel there brings us out right in front of that piece. Tunnel under the ore wells. It's fine. Shh. Shh. Magic. No, it doesn't work because then we hit this one. I'd have to tunnel again.
So we allowed 4,000 road vehicles total across the entire server, or
Nope.
4,000 road vehicles
Company.
each?
We're going to break this server if possible.
Oh, let's do it.
It's a dedicated machine, so it might be able to handle it.
I'm a dedicated machine.
Oh, there we go.
You can zoom out.
See, it's got my house in the background as well.
An expensive way to cross a river.
It's not the best. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
You just picked up one of the dinosaurs.
but the Quetzal can pick up pretty much anything.
Not quite. There we go. Egg is on it. Oh my. Oh. Stop it. What? Why? The new Master Hellish. Don't turn the fan on. I'm here. Hello. Hello, everybody. It's woo. Did you like that? Oh, let's sort this rest. There we are. That's the right way around now. Oh, retro hellish hair. It's a little bit retro for me, isn't it? It is much shorter. I had a lot cut off. And I crashed the car in the mid switch. I should really switch the controller while he's getting. Oh my goodness!
Red thing. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
So, as you can see there, folks, some of those videos are from games you wouldn't necessarily expect to see on my channel. And that's because a lot of them are from community gaming nights and community gameplay. Just a bit of fun. So if that's something that interests you, you need to come along to our Discord. Discord is kind of the hub of the community. YouTube is my primary hub of my content. My website is kind of like links a few different things together and provides information, but the actual hub of the community is on Discord. So get involved, get in on that. And you've missed the KSP area. You know what? I did probably 4 Let's Plays of KSP, right? And it was absolutely brilliant. You need more clips? Yeah. Right, okay, folks. If you want to see newer and different clips, the main way to do it is we have a clips channel on Discord, right? And what you need to do is go to the video or live stream and do the share and then click the share at option, right? Because that shares it at a particular timestamp. Then get that URL, throw it in there, and that is where I look at them and I go, oh, would this be good for Be Right Back? Should we just leave it here for the community to enjoy? Or maybe it will be good to have it as a short, okay? Now, then I have to go and get the video and turn it into a Be Right Back clip. So if there's a clip that you really think should be Right Back, no, wait. Back up a little bit. Put it in there. Put it in there, put the link in there, put a little description, and just keep doing that because that's where I grab them from. That's where I get all the clips from. Right then, back to our guests. And if my memory serves me correctly, Larl, we looked at what you were up to. So now it's Jamal's turn, right?
That's correct.
So Jamal, what have you been up to?
I've been fixing stuff, really. Mainly the things that have been messing up. Sorry, I just noticed something that has been messed up, and I didn't need to fix it. The vac tube upgrades that messed up, and I've been fixing those trains mainly. I think I'm pretty
So that-
much done now.
So between the new vacuum tube lines that Larl's been building, the updates and improvements I've been doing in the new lines, and then Jamal's fixes, we've got quite an increase in operating profit. We're up to 581 million now. That was basically 400 million at the beginning of the live stream. We've added somewhere in the region of 180 million on top of 400. I don't know what percent that is, but that's a big percent to put the profits up.
Nice pocket change.
Master Hellish is not sufficiently unhinged to compete with KSPers like that. I don't know. I think if I had enough time, I would get so deep into KSP, you'd be surprised. But anyway, yeah, KSP is one of those games that I wish we could have a lot more on the channel. Just doesn't fit great. Maybe in the future. I did say in a live stream recently I'd love to do the entire Final Fantasy series. Final Fantasy 1 all the way through, doing all the main games. But I know that's not something that a majority of this audience would want to watch. But imagine me, Master Hellish, in my own little quirky charm, doing Final Fantasy all the way through, from 1 and all of that. KSP 1 and 2, only KSP 1. KSP 2 doesn't really exist, in my opinion. Not yet. It may do one day. That would be a very, 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 very long series. It might be. Yeah. Although, if I did do it, it might end up on the Raw channel. I think I need to do a shout out for the Raw channel before we have a look at how much the Metro line's making. Okay. I have this main channel. This is my main focus. There we go. Jobs are good. Great. But there's also a few other channels that you may not be aware of. So let's give them a quick shout out and maybe you'll find some extra content that you want to get involved with. So first of all, there's the variety channel. It's called that because there is a variety of things on there. Anything from live streams from LAN parties to vlogs and shorts from trips where I've met moderators and viewers and gone to interesting places, whether that's gone to meet people or gone to model railway exhibitions, all that sort of thing. That's on there as well. But it is a true variety. I've even got some cooking video stuff in there. Not very informative stuff, but just me making weird and wonderful things, including a pot noodle pizza, which at some point definitely needs to be redone because it was an interesting thing to do. So there's a whole load of stuff on the variety channel. You can go and check that out. And yes, a lot of the trips and stuff will be on there. Now, that channel is getting close to 1,000 subscribers. When it does, that steps up a gear in terms of support, because then that channel might qualify for me being able to monetize it and bringing it into the business thing that we got going on here to create all this content. Now, what pot noodle pizza was silly, but it was awesome. It was the second silliest video I've done on there. We've also got a few other things like me doing clone videos where there's multiple of me in the same video. They were fun. I would like to do more of them in the future. More recently, also we have our community gaming nights on the variety channel. So when they're active, we have them over there. We stream them. All the live streams are on there. And more recently, I took my graphics card apart and re-thermaled it. There's a live stream that's 3 hours long on there of me doing that live because I used my laptop to stream it. And there is also a short video version with a time lapse in the middle. That's variety channel. So you've got the gaming channel, the variety channel. There are also a couple of other channels of note. There's Fantastic Free Games, which is a project I started and then put on pause due to focusing on the main channel, which is a channel which focuses just free games. It started with the OpenTTD, and there's a whole other things. There's a website that goes along with it. That will reactivate at some point. And then there's another one. There's another one called Max Permadeath. And the idea of that channel is that I play a game, and when I get to the fail condition, like die or whatever, then I never play that game on that channel ever again. It's struck from the list and we never go back to it. So the first one I started with was RimWorld, and that's like kind of ongoing. And the fail condition is all the colonists die and all that sort of thing. And we had some fun with that. I would love to do more of that channel again, but I can't obviously while we're focusing here. It was a good 3 hours. The GPU thing, yeah, it was good. It was nerve-wracking for me, but it was good. And then the final one, the one that you probably might most likely want to go and subscribe to if you're not already on the variety, is the Hellish.raw channel. And the .raw channel is just when I sit down to play some games and I'm in a situation where I can record it, but I don't want to do any editing, don't want to have to worry about the algorithm, don't want to have to worry about thumbnails. Well, then I just record it without any editing and just put it straight onto YouTube. The Raw channel has all sorts of games that you probably won't see on the main channel. And it's just me enjoying gaming with either by myself or with other people and having fun. There's Minecraft on there, there's PUBG on there and other stuff. And the Final Fantasy series would probably go on the Hellish.raw channel. Because I'd just be sitting down playing it and it would get dumped on the Raw channel. But I wouldn't want to do it on max permadeath because I want to actually play through it. So if I fail at some point, I'd want to be able to like restart, carry on, or whatever. So there's a rundown of the main channels. You can find out them. There's links to them on my link tree, the bottom of my website, and on the bottom of the channel page. So all of those channels that I just mentioned at the bottom, each channel should be listed. Oh my goodness. Tim Dodd just started live streaming and scared the bejesus out of me. Oh, I need to mute that now. All right, I hope that was interesting and useful for you guys to know where you might be able to find some of my other content. Tim Dodd, the Everyday Astronaut, he does brilliant live streams of all sorts of space stuff. Right, we're back on the main. We're back, everybody. There's my introduction to my channels. Maybe I should do a proper one at some point. Right, let's find out how much this metro is making, shall we? Shared orders. Oop, no, wrong list. Okay, so my metro is making 1.5 million a period. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Yeah, basically because SpaceX doesn't live stream on YouTube, because like they're a like X-first company. I watch the Everyday Astronaut, and to be honest, he's got better cameras than some of the views they've got on SpaceX, and he streams the SpaceX stream as well. So it's the best all-round live stream, I think, for watching these sorts of things, which I will be doing. Yeah. Right. Yes, we've got too much mail sat around now. So what I'm going to do is we're going to reduce the number of passenger aircraft. So I don't know which one's which. See, that one's a passenger aircraft, so we can just stop it. Oh, you can't control click an aircraft in the hangar to stop and start it. See, if you click on an aircraft, you can stop and start it wherever it sits. Obviously, probably not whilst it's going down the runway. Yeah, it can't stop aircraft. It's in flight. I think that's the first time I've seen that notification.
It makes sense. You can't stop an aircraft in flight.
You could.
You could potentially try. But yeah, I'm going to get rid of that aircraft. We've got too many passenger aircraft. We do need mail aircraft. There's not a lot of aircraft circling though, so we're all right. That's amazing for Metro. I know, it's quite good for Metro. It's not going very diagonal. It's only going a little bit diagonal. Right, it's missing out on some of that. Pause the game, that'll stop it. Yeah, because like all the other vehicles, you can just like control click and it will just stop. Right? Whether that's trains or road vehicles or even, I think, ships you can do it with. There's a ship. I found a ship. Stop. Just stops in the water. It's a good way to prevent crashes with trains. But you can't with an aircraft. I think, yeah, we're going to need more mail aircraft, but the problem is that we won't be able to let any more passengers in. Right, so just a quick look at the live stream. Apparently, the Starship may fly in 1 hour and 25 minutes. So that's at least 3 games of PUBG. So after this live stream, I'll be over on the Discord. We'll be doing a multi-thing event where I will stream me playing PUBG with members of the community if they want to come along and play. I'm sure Brandon will come along. Maybe somebody can ping Jackamak, see if Bingus is still awake. And we're also going to be watching the Starship live stream. see if it actually takes off on time, see if it explodes, and all that sort of good stuff. Because why not? I love spaceflight. I love engineering.
And explosions.
And why not? We'll throw some explosions in there as well. Yeah. There we go. And in the last live stream they did, it was the first time I think they actually showed Starship exploding after its soft landing. I think they normally like cut away from it, but on that occasion, you saw it topple over and just kablamo. Yeah. You haven't played PUBG in ages. Well, the only requirement for us playing PUBG really is that you just like play well as a team player. Your actual skill is not important, which is brilliant for me because I'm terrible at it. I'm not the best at shooting. Hopefully one day they'll make it work on the Linux. I know, it's all that kernel level anti-cheat and all that sort of stuff. Well, you know what? I think that might actually be a nice point to round up the stream. We've done loads of upgrades, loads of transformations. I've made some improvements and fixes to the Metro line, as well as an extra Metro service, which is making fantastic money. It's doing fantastic. And Silpho wants a train whistle. Yeah, we'll do that. That's right. Tonight's the... we'll tell you what, we'll also do train whistles over there. And, yeah, I think we're looking pretty good round. Let's check that operating profit. Okay, so it did... Oh, we're so close to 600 million. You could probably round that up, right, folks? We can round that up. What do you think, you two? Do you think we can... Do you think we can round that up to 600 million?
Absolutely.
Because if you do round that up to 600 million, you can say we started at around 400 million, we got to 600 million, which means we've turned the profit to 150% of what it was. Hold up, was that a late train whistle? Yes, we activated late train whistles tonight. And we'll be doing them potentially on Monday as well. Brandon says, we win a game with a chicken dinner and Hellish somehow has 0 damage. That's right. It comes from my Battlefield days. I loved Battlefield 2142. Absolutely fantastic game. Played it to death. But the problem is that I was very much the support role. So I would very often be, the one driving the car. I would be the one that's looking the other way while the other three, or the rest of the team, are shooting at the main enemies and the targets and all that sort of stuff, right? And because of that, I don't tend to engage the enemy much. I'm definitely the auxiliary person. I end up spending a lot of time looking at the map, seeing where we've gone, where we might move to next, making plans. That's my excuse for not doing much damage, because in games where every now and then I go and play with randos just to have a different bit of a variety, and I do a lot of damage in those games. So I think it's because I fall into kind of a support role when I'm in play with people I know. But
someone's got to do the thinking.
Well, somebody's got it. Yeah, maybe. But I want to say a very special thank you to Larl and Jamal for joining me tonight. You guys have achieved something pretty big. We've managed to get massive improvements across the entire network. So thank you very much.
For
joining me. We are going to do the giveaway before the stream's out. We're not doing the bonus one. We're just doing the single giveaway for tonight. But we will potentially have bonus giveaways in the live streams for tomorrow. So don't forget about the live streams tomorrow, everybody. Tomorrow and Sunday, we're doing 4 live streams in a row. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 3 of them are OpenTTD. What a time!
Yes, Dad.
What a time! Yeah, yes, Dad. I'll be there. If you can't be there, just put it on a second screen somewhere, or something maybe. But thank you for everybody for all the different ways you support the channel. For those of you who want to chill out and watch this space flight in approximately 1 hour and 15 minutes, potentially take off. We'll be on the Discord playing PUBG until that launches, or while it launches, and that sort of thing. If I don't see you, if for some reason you are a complete wally and you don't come and watch the live streams, have a great weekend for whatever you're doing. You must be doing something pretty special. to not come and join the live streams, right? I think that's the case. So thank you very much, everybody. Take care. And 47,000, hopefully by the end of the weekend. What do we think? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, everybody, take care. Good night. And I'll see most of you tomorrow, I hope. Take care. Take a nice walk. Goodbye, everybody. Say bye. Oh, yes. There we are. We've got a list of some of the Viewer Plus subscribers. Brandon's on 83,000 Hellish points. We need to fix that at some point. Ta-ra, everybody.